Excelența voastră, distinși rectorii, domnilor și domnilor invitați. Este o mare onoare să mă aflu astăzi alături de dumneavoastră la deschiderea oficială a Conferinței Higher Education in Romania on the Global Education Map. Doresc să adresez mulțumirii organizatorilor DC Media Group, precum și sincere aprecierii domnului Bogdan Criac pentru oportunitatea oferită de a avea două interviuri în cadrul emisiunii domnului. Today, I would like to share with you a short overview of the higher education system in Korea. Then I will briefly touch on the bilateral relations between our two countries, Korea and Romania, and my own thoughts how to forge international partnerships for education and work together to the path toward a better world. By some measures, the Republic of Korea is one of the most educated countries in the world. According to the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, OECD, almost 70% of 24 to 35-year-old people in Korea have completed some form of higher education, the highest percentage point worldwide. Korea also has a top-notch, top-quality school system when measured by student performance in standardized tests, according to the latest report by the Program for International Student Assessment, PISA. The Republic of Korea ranked number 2 or 3 among OECD member countries. One of the most important aspects of the education system in Korea is the enrollment rate in higher education, such as universities and colleges. In Korea, in average, 74% of high school students enter universities. Actually, due to this, the competition among the young job seekers is getting more and more fierce after they graduate. Yet, we are maintaining an employment rate under 3%. Last year, our unemployment rate was 2.8% because our robust economy can provide many jobs. So education should be linked to economic development. Korea's massive investment into education and the high educational attainment levels are just one sign of the country's economic rise over the past 7 decades. Actually, in the 1950s, when the Korean War was halted, Korea was one of the very poorest countries in the world. But today, it ranks the world's number 10th largest economy. I want to underline here that a serious focus on education was an important pillar of this economic rise. Starting from the 1960s, when the Korean government implemented economic development plan, my government began to massively and strategically invest in education and human capital development, research and technological innovations. At the high time, more than 1/3 of government budget went to the education. Second was on our national defense. And today, the most recent statistics of education in Korea show that the public education expenditure exceeds 5.1% of our national GDP. Dear guests, Korea and Romania have continued to deepen our diplomatic relations through a very active high-level contacts and exchanges in recent years. Over the last 2 years, our two presidents met twice, our prime ministers met 3 times, and our speakers of National Assembly and Parliament met twice. In particular, 1 month ago, the president of Romania paid an official visit to Seoul, and both presidents adopted the joint statement on strengthening the strategic partnership between Romania and Korea. which not only evaluated the strategic partnership over the last 15 years, but also it sets out the blueprint roadmap to steer our strategic partnership for the next 15 years. This joint statement, 데클라라치 꾸며는, consists of 35 articles and focuses on several areas such as political and security challenges, economic cooperation and investments, and also in cooperation in the education. On the sidelines of the summit meeting, a memorandum of understanding, MOU, was signed between our two foreign ministers, which targets cultural and youth education exchanges. I believe that the most important aspects in terms of boosting bilateral diplomatic relations should be based on people-to-people exchanges, exchanges among students, teaching faculties, and academic institutions. As the global higher education landscape continues to transform, it is very crucial for our policymakers, parliamentarians, researchers, and experts to collaborate and diverse innovative policies that align with the international trends and high standards. One example which contributes to this idea is the Korea's Global Korea Scholarship, GKS program, sponsored by Korean government, through which every year Romanian brilliant students go to Korea to get master's and PhD degrees. This has enabled Romanian students to benefit from higher education taught in Korean universities and return home with a new perspective and also fondness of Korea. These young students contribute to bridging the distance between our two countries and bringing us more closer each year, and that is why more chances should be given to Romanian students to study in Korea starting from the next year. These students, when returning back home to Romania, should have access to job opportunities, and in order to provide them with high-quality job opportunities, my aim here is to stimulate Korean investments in 3 strategic areas of interest, that is, defense, nuclear energy, and infrastructure. For big Korean companies to open more branches here in Romania, this will provide a virtuous cycle between economy, investments, people-to-people exchanges, and education as well. Dear guests, in conclusion, I would like to emphasize this. Higher education systems are at a critical crossroad where pressing challenges and emerging opportunities converge and force the need for an evolution of higher education policy. Only by engaging in internationalization and fostering international partnerships, our educational system could better comprehend the challenges and opportunities presented by globalization and usher us in the understanding between our two people with each other. Vă mulțumesc!